everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm about to drive down to my local Starbucks drive-through. I'm hoping the traffic isn't going to be too bad. It's still kind of early, it's 10:30, and I just fancied driving down to Starbucks, getting myself a coffee and just having a little chit chat with you guys. I've asked over on Instagram for like some topic conversation starters / questions, so I've got some bits I'm going to be chatting about, and I thought it would just be fun to have a little coffee at the same time and I can go for a little drive because it's my day off and I've not got much else to do. So anyway, I'm not going to film the entire drive down, otherwise you'll see the journey of where I live. However, I need to drive down there first, so I will speak to you when I'm there. So guys, I'm not far away now. Just turned my camera on at a traffic light. I was a bit scared, but I did it safely. Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna get, and if any of you watched my last like drive-through Starbucks video, I like fully freaked out when I had to order, and I ended up ordering something I didn't even want. So I'm gonna try and be strong this time. Try and order something I actually want. I don't know, I think I kind of want an iced coffee, but it's cold now, it's getting into the autumny, the wintry months, and I do feel like I'm gonna have to go for a hot drink. But I don't know what they've got at the moment. I don't know if they've brought out any Christmas drinks yet, or whether it is still just pumpkin spice latte. And if so, I don't want that, because I had that last time and I didn't really like it. So if they haven't got any fun Christmassy drinks, I'm probably just gonna get a chai latte, maybe. But anyway, I love filming videos like this. Oh, my camera is wobbling all over the shop. I still need to get a new camera, I keep saying that, still haven't done it. Yeah, I like filming videos like this, and I don't know, it's good fun, isn't it? You guys can keep me company on my day off. I've got some good little topics to discuss. I was just gonna kind of wing it. I was gonna wing it and just like see if I could just chat for like 20 minutes about nothing, catch you guys up on what's going on in my life. But I thought, no, I will ask on Instagram if anyone's got any questions or any prompts or anything. Oh, don't know how long you were over there for. Yeah, I thought I would just ask, make sure, you know, I'm answering the things you guys want to know. I still can't decide if I like driving, guys. Like, obviously I've been driving since I was like 17. I've been driving for like a long time now. I'm 25 now, so I have been driving for a really long time, but I stopped for a while when I was at uni and stuff. I sold my car, and then obviously only just really got this one, so I haven't been driving for very long. And like when I first got it, I was so excited and I loved it and I loved going out driving, but I feel like because I'm older now, I do actually find driving quite stressful, and I understand how dangerous it is, and it just like, I don't know, it just freaks me out a bit. Like I get quite easily freaked out, and I get quite stressed. Like if I don't know where I'm going, I get really stressed out in situations like that. Right, oh gosh, okay, what do I want? Maple and caramel latte. I bet that's really sweet. I might just go chai, you know.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you?
Hi, can I get a coconut milk chai latte, please?
A coconut milk chai latte. Is that a medium?
Yeah, that's perfect, thank you.
Okay. Is that everything for you?
Yeah, that's fine, thank you.
Thank you. So there you can.
Thanks. I did it. They had no Christmassy drinks, so I thought I'd just get a regular chai latte. I've gone for coconut milk. I usually go for oat, but I thought coconut might be something fun to try.
Hi, the coconut chai latte.
Yeah, thank you.
Card?
Yes, please.
$3.90, please.
Thank you. Perfect, thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
You too, bye. The lid's bloody come off. Got no room. That was stressful. The lid literally came off as soon as I picked it up. I thought I was going to spill it everywhere. Right, where shall I park? Shall I park where I parked last time? I actually think I might. How did I get in there? Oh, down here. It's quite busy, you know, around here. It's not a whole lot of room. Yeah, I'm gonna go where I went last time. I'm such a creature of habit. Are you a reverse parker or a forward parker? I literally think it's impossible to forward park, so I always reverse park. I don't know why, I find it so much easier. Oh, and there's a guy watching me, that's good. I wonder how often people film YouTube videos and they accidentally film themselves crashing. I know that's really morbid, but I just thought, like, I wonder how often that happens. Someone's like filming themselves driving for like a video or whatever, and then they end up crashing. I don't know, I just thought it because I was reversing and I thought, what if I like crash into something? Anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing really well. Let's have a look at this drink. To be fair, it wasn't too expensive. It was like £3.90 I think it was. And for like a medium drink at Starbucks, that's pretty good. I actually went to like a local cafe near my house the other day to get some work done on my laptop. And I had like just like a normal chai latte with oat milk. And it was like £4.50, and I thought, that is so expensive. I don't know if it was more because I was sitting in, but I don't know, £4.50 for a hot drink. Like, that's quite a lot of money, isn't it? God, this is so hot and it's so lovely. It's warming my hands up. My hands are freezing. I don't know why they're so cold. Oh, I love it when people send in questions. I'm like, yay, people actually watch my videos. People actually care. It's a nice feeling. Right, so what should we talk about today? A lot of these questions are like about kind of navigating your 20s and like the struggles that you face going through your 20s, like, you know, the choice of like whether you want to buy a house and like living with a partner and stuff like that. And I feel like I could literally make an individual video about each and every one of those topics, but today I'll keep it short and sweet. And if there's like anything that I discuss that you guys want to hear in like more depth, then just let me know. Leave me a comment down below or like DM me on Instagram or something, and just let me know, and I can definitely film like more videos about stuff like that. I was actually talking to Harry the other day and I said how I really want to film a video about like the pressure that you have once you've been to uni, and when you're, you know, when you're like my age or in your 20s, there's a lot of pressure to kind of like have a career and like, you know, get a job role that's to do with your degree, and I don't know, feel like you're achieving something really good. And I said to him, I was like, look, I'm 25, I went to uni years ago, I've got a degree, I've had several jobs since then, I still don't really know what I want to be doing with my life. You know, I do a bit of YouTube, I've got a part-time job, I have my own business that I do like on the side, so I feel a bit lost quite a lot of the time as well. And I think that it's something that does need to be spoken about more, because I think it's such a fake belief that you're gonna just leave uni, get your dream job, if you even have a dream job. Like, you don't have to have this end goal of a job. Yeah, I just think it's so unrealistic to think that you'll leave and you'll just get this job, you'll find it, and then it's like, okay, happily ever after, this is my career forever. Like, it doesn't work like that. So I do feel quite strongly about it, and I think it is an important thing to talk about, and it's really relevant for my life right now. Because like I said, I'm kind of juggling 3 different things. I don't really know ultimately what my plan is. So for those of you that don't know, I went to uni a couple of years ago. I finished during the pandemic and I studied beauty promotion, which was basically like marketing for beauty companies. I did that at Solent University in Southampton and I absolutely loved it. And while I was there, I was kind of thinking, right, I'm gonna move to London after this, I'm gonna get a job in the beauty industry, I'm gonna work for like a beauty brand, I'm gonna do the social media and the marketing, that sort of thing. And that was like my goal at the time. And then because of, you know, situations that were completely out of my control, I then had to move home for lockdown, and then I ended up moving out of my mum and dad's house, because I think going from like living on your own at uni to then moving back to your mum and dad's house can be quite difficult. And I didn't struggle with it. Like, I loved living with my mum and dad and I could do it again now, but I just really missed that independence, and I loved living on my own at uni. So I was like, I really just need that again. So that's why I moved out and got my own flat in like the nearest city to them. And then I moved flat after a year, and I moved into the flat I'm in now currently. And yeah, I had a couple of jobs when I first moved back. So I worked at John Lewis for a while. Don't think I've ever actually said this on here, because at the time I didn't really want to say what I was doing or where I was working, just for like, you know, privacy. But I got a job at the local John Lewis, and I was working there on like the women's department in the fashion bit. I didn't enjoy it, I'll be honest with you. It was just another retail job, and I've done so many retail jobs before. And yeah, but it, you know, it was a job that came up and I was like, I need to get a job, so I'll do this. And I'm so happy I did, because I met one of my best friends there. So yeah, I am so happy that I did work there for that short period of time. Then I got a job at a marketing agency. Now I was there for like a year and a bit, I want to say, like just over a year I think it was. And again, I didn't really speak about that job too much online when I was in it, because I think you do have to be careful with what you say online regarding your job. It's the same position I'm in now. I can't really speak about what I'm doing, just for like my own privacy, my own safety, and also because of like the company as well. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of the time companies don't want you to sort of like talk about your job online. So yeah, I worked for a marketing agency. That's where I met Harry. So every job I've had, I've literally met like so many important people in my life, so I don't regret the journey that I've taken at all. So yeah, I worked there and then got to a point where I wasn't enjoying it. It wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. I really wanted to work in marketing, but for beauty brands, and this agency that I worked for didn't have like beauty clients really. It was like a mixture of food and drink and lifestyle and stuff, and I did really enjoy it for a bit. And I thought, oh, maybe, you know, maybe I am okay with not working in London and the beauty scene and all that sort of thing. And then yeah, I just got to a point where I was really unhappy. I was having a few health issues at the time as well. I went for my first smear test probably about a year ago now actually, and the results came back a bit like dodgy. I don't know the scientific words for it, but the results didn't come back very good. So then I had to go on and have quite a lot of scans, and I had to have things done and lots of, you know, appointments and stuff like that, and it was all quite scary and I didn't really know what was going on, so that was quite stressful. So I was under a lot of pressure from that. I was under pressure at work, and everything was just getting a bit too much for me, and I was like, something needs to change in my life. Like, this isn't how I want to be feeling. Started like not enjoying going to work, and it became really stressful. I started having panic attacks and stuff in my old job, so I just made the decision to leave. So I left there. Obviously me and Harry stayed together, and then I decided to start up the business SVGAR, which is my cake jar business, and I'm still very much doing that. I'm still very much enjoying that, but it isn't, I very quickly realised that it isn't like a full-time role. Well, it could be, but it wasn't making me enough money. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't making me a full-time wage, so I had to kind of not put it to the side, but come to a really good balance of putting effort and time into that to make the business work, and you know, make something that I'm proud of, but also not spend so much time on it that I'm not doing anything else and literally earning no money, because, you know, we all have to live. I still have to pay rent, I have to feed myself and, you know, look after myself, so I do still have to earn money. So I quickly realized that wasn't really viable, but yeah, I am still doing SVGAR. I'm still loving it and putting as much time as I can into it without really like taking up too much of my time. But it is picking up a little bit recently. I recently launched a breast cancer awareness cake for October. It's like a raspberry and vanilla cake, and I'm donating some of the proceeds for each cake to breast cancer research. So yeah, that's been really good and has gained a lot of attraction to the website, which is amazing. So that's going really well. And then obviously I am still doing my YouTube, otherwise I wouldn't be filming this video currently. But again, like, that's again not a full-time job. It doesn't earn me a full-time wage. Don't get me wrong, it does get me a bit of money, and the biggest money is from brand deals. So whenever I work with a brand and stuff, that's kind of where my extra like pocket money comes in. And so I've got a couple of like brand deals coming up this month that are really exciting. And again, it's not like an amazing amount of money, but it's something, and I've built that up myself from nothing, and brands actually want to work with me and pay me, which I still can't get my head around. It is crazy. But yeah, so obviously I'm still going to keep doing YouTube. Sometimes I go through phases where I'm like, oh god, I'm so uninspired, no one's watching my videos and I don't know what to talk about. But then I have a day like this and I'm like, do you know what, I do actually have a lot to talk about. I have a lot of opinions, I have a lot of knowledge, and like the people that are watching these videos are probably in a very similar situation to me. So I just need to film more videos like this and just like chat to you guys, share my insights, just share how I'm feeling, because I think even just hearing someone else say the words makes you feel a lot better as well, because you know that you're not the only one feeling that way. 9 times out of 10 you'll find that any way you're feeling, pretty much everyone else feels exactly the same. So yeah, I just wanted to film this video today to just kind of have a chat about some of these things and be honest about how I'm feeling and be honest about like what's going on in my life. So yeah, so that was kind of like my career journey, you could say. And then obviously I realised that I needed to get another job again because Sugar wasn't really earning me enough, and neither was YouTube, and I needed to earn money. So then I got a part-time job. Again, I'm not going to say exactly where, just because I don't think I can, for one, and two, just for my safety again. Like, I don't want people turning up at my work, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I got a part-time job. I'm enjoying it, you know. It's a bit of extra money, everyone's really nice, I don't find it stressful, and it's something that I know a lot about, so you know, it all works really well, and I'm enjoying the balance currently. There is still pressure, and I'm still like, oh god, like what am I doing? Some days I wake up and I'm like, I'm 25 years old, I've got a degree, and then I'm just like going to a part-time job, or like I'm literally sat around and I should be in an office like working my ass off, trying to earn money, like trying to push myself in my career. But then I just think, no, like I tried doing that, it wasn't for me, it didn't work. So having this little balance for me currently is working, and you know, it probably will change in the future. But also what I now consider as like a dream job has completely changed, and I again haven't spoken about this on my YouTube channel, but obviously yeah, my degree is in marketing, and that's what I thought I wanted to go into. I think after trying it and after being in like the social media industry for like such a long time, I think I have come to the conclusion, well, I have come to the conclusion, I don't think, I have come to the conclusion that that's not what I want to do anymore. And if I were to look for another job, it's not going to be in marketing, it's not going to be in social media. I think I'm done with that. I think it's not for me. I think you have to be so passionate these days about like TikTok and, you know, all the trends in social media and stuff like that, and I'm just not. Like, as much as I love a post on Instagram every now and then, and I love making YouTube videos, I really don't like TikTok. Like, I'll openly say that. I will scroll on it for hours and waste my time, and I love watching videos, but I personally don't enjoy making that content, and I don't enjoy like learning about the algorithm and all that sort of thing. And I think if I did want to go back into a marketing role, or if anyone wants to go into a marketing role these days, I think you really do have to have a passion for that, and I just don't, and I've realised that now, which is fine. You know, it's not a waste of time. I still have a degree. I still, you know, learnt so much from it, met people through uni, and like, do you know what I mean? So I'm never going to regret anything like that in my life, but I have decided that for me that chapter is now closed, and that's not the career that I want to go into, which is fine, because it means that I have had a good long think about what I really want to do with my life, which is like a really hard discussion to have with yourself, I think, to be like brutally honest and be like, what is going to make me happy? Like, what do I actually want to do, and what do I want to fulfill in my life? Like, how am I going to enjoy my job? What does that look like for me? And I've been thinking long and hard about it for the last couple of weeks, and actually it's been longer than the last few weeks, probably the last few months, and I don't know if, again, don't know if I ever said this on YouTube. I'm leaking so much info here, guys. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever spoken about this, but when I was younger, ever since I was younger, I've always said that I wanted to work with like pregnant ladies and babies. I always wanted to be a midwife when I was younger, and I just never thought that I would be like clever enough to go to uni and study it. So I kind of let that slip, and that's why I went into down a different path. But I've been thinking about it lately, and I've been looking into it, and you can actually get into that kind of care, so like midwifery care, and become like a midwifery support worker or a care assistant, and work with, you know, pregnant ladies and babies, and work in a hospital, and, you know, be there for the birth and help look after them and care for them, but not physically deliver the babies. You can do that with pretty much no experience. So that is kind of my next move. I'm not in a rush, like I'm not gonna rush into it. It's just something that I have been looking into and kind of researching, and like having a little look at jobs nearby and stuff. There isn't anything currently that I would be able to apply for, but it's just something I've got on my radar, and it's something that I've been thinking about a lot. And yeah, I do think that that's something that I'd love to do, and like I said, I'm not in a rush to do it. I know that I've got all the time in the world, and there is no rush, although it kind of feels like it, because I'm 25 and I'm like, god, I should be in a job that I want to, you know, fulfill, like be in a career by now. But no, I've told myself there is no rush. I don't want to rush into anything. It's just some food for thought at the moment, and I'm just gonna take each day as it comes. I'm gonna take each week, each month as it comes, and just, you know, have it on my radar. Kind of tastes like a bath bomb. It is nice, but it's very fragrant. So yeah, that's something that's really exciting and a potential career change for me. If you guys have any like info that you think will be helpful for me or useful, or like if you're in that kind of industry, please do give me a message, because I love chatting to people about it and just like getting as much information as I can. But yeah, I thought I'd let you guys in on that little secret that's kind of like been lurking for a while, and something I just think that I would love to do. I believe I will do it one day. It's just, you know, when the time is right. I just want you guys all to know that like it is never too late to decide you want to do something else. I might potentially have to like do some qualifications and stuff, or study to actually like get the role that I want to get, but yeah, it's all positive and it's all exciting, and I just think nothing is impossible, you know? It may feel like I'm getting older, but like in the grand scheme of things, like, I'm only 25. Like, people have career changes when they're like 40, 50. So yeah, that is like what I've been thinking about, what's been happening lately. I think that's enough career talk for one day, but I will answer a couple more questions, because yeah, I just love chatting to you guys, although I do feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit. So there are also a couple of questions about kind of like moving out and knowing when it's the right time to buy a house, and whether me and Harry are looking to buy a house and blah blah blah, that sort of thing. So I thought I'd quickly have a little chat about like living situations and stuff. So yeah, obviously I moved out into my own flat a couple of years ago. I then moved into the flat I'm currently in, and then Harry moved in with me. He actually moved in, I don't know how long we were together before he moved in. I think it was about a year. I think we were together for about a year before he moved in, maybe even a little bit longer. But it did feel like, it just felt like the right time. And I've never lived with a guy before. Like, this is the first time I've moved in with a boyfriend. And it just felt right. And I think if you're in that position where you're in a relationship and, you know, you're looking to move out and you don't know whether to do it by yourself or whether to move in with a partner, I think you will just know if the time's right. And Harry spent so much time at my flat anyway that it just made sense, because he was honestly over mine all the time, staying over, waking up in the morning, having showers, like eating dinner with me. And I just got to a point where I was like, do you want to just move in and like start paying for this, because you're here all the time anyway? So that's kind of like how we decided to do it. And my rent was going to be up, like my tenancy was going to be up on the flat. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to move out soon, so maybe we should start looking at places together. And we did actually go and look at quite a few flats together. None of them were quite right, and then we just decided to stay in the flat I was in, because we were like, oh, it's so much easier, like we don't have to physically move and like change bill addresses and all that stuff. So yes, we decided to stay in the flat we're in now. That tenancy agreement runs out in May, so, and we have decided we don't want to stay in that flat. We will be moving, just because I think it was perfect when I lived on my own, but I think me and Harry do sometimes feel a little bit on top of each other in the flat, only because there's obviously 2 rooms in the flat. So you've got the kitchen dining room, well, kitchen living room, and then you've got the bedroom. And when we want to like spend the evenings in the flat, we always end up spending them together. We never spend any time apart in the flat, because it's like we're in such close proximity of each other that we feel like it'd be a bit weird if we were sort of sat there separately with our headphones in. So we are looking for somewhere that is slightly bigger, maybe an extra room so we can have like a little office space or something. So yeah, that is our plan. We are going to move out of the flat we're in when it runs out. So yeah, that will be in May that we move out of the flat. We haven't like, you know, decided exactly what our plan is. I think we're going to stay local, just because all of our family lives here and we're pretty happy in Exeter. So yeah, I think that's our plan. We are not planning on buying a house. We are planning on renting again, which is a difficult like discussion. It's a difficult topic that people have different opinions on, and I think if you are interested in buying a house and that's something you want to accomplish, then perfect, like you do that. A lot of my friends have bought houses. Like, I know a lot of people that, you know, would rather buy a house than rent a house, and I do totally understand that. But I just don't think personally, and me and Harry together, we're just not really in a position where we want to do that. Like, it doesn't really interest us. It's not that we don't want to commit to buying a house together because we're going to break up anytime soon. Like, it's not that. I wouldn't even want to buy a house on my own, I don't think. I don't know, I don't feel like I'm at that point in my life where that's like an interesting thing for me. I think I still feel like I've got a lot of living to do, and I've got a lot of things I want to experience first, and I don't want to buy a house and feel like stuck in one area. So I'm pretty happy renting right now. It means that we can kind of pick and choose where we live. It means that we've got a bit more freedom. Yeah, we're not in a position currently where we do want to buy a house. I know that renting, a lot of people think renting is like just throwing money away, and I do understand that point of view, but also you are getting to live there. Like, you know, you have to pay to live somewhere, so we're paying to rent. So yeah, we're not planning on buying a house anytime soon. So my camera just cut out because I've obviously been filming for a long time, so I think I might end this video here. I know I haven't really touched on like a lot of topics, but I just wanted to have a bit of a catch up, let you guys know where I'm at in my life right now, and I'm hoping that a lot of you can relate to it as well. So do leave me a comment down below or give me a message if you want to chat about anything. Yeah, I feel like a bit of a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. I've kind of like blurted everything out that I was thinking, told you guys what's going on in my life and what my plans are for the future and stuff. So yeah, just don't put pressure on yourself. Remember to just take each day as it comes, and it's never too late to change your mind on what you want to do. If there's something you want to do, go out and do it. Like, make it happen for yourself. But yeah, I hope you're all doing super well. I have really enjoyed sitting down and filming this video. I hope you guys enjoy it too. I am going to try my best to get lots of content filmed over the next few days because I've got a couple of days off work. So I'm going to try and really like get the content going, you know, so there's lots of videos for you guys to watch. Thank you so much for watching as always. Make sure to like this video, leave me a comment down below, make sure you're subscribed as well. It would really mean a lot to me. And yeah, I will see you guys very, very soon with another video. Goodbye.